give you a bit of background on this video I'm doing today. The UK has been on lockdown for about 3 weeks. I've been furloughed from work, so I'm not allowed to do any commercial work. The barbers has been shut down since lockdown, and like a few of you, you're probably starting to think, I mean, I still look pretty sharp, obviously, but some of you will start to be looking a bit bedraggled, and you'll be thinking that you should have a go at cutting your own hair. So, you know, I'm Wayne Starr, I'm a professional, you can trust everything I say, and you know, so let's go through this together. I'm more than 50 years old, so I've had an awful lot of haircuts, and I know all about having your hair cut. It's not that difficult, is it? We've all sat there and had it done. Yeah, they make a big deal of it, don't they, barbers? But I'm here just to show you how simple it is to do it yourself. Obviously, I'm looking good at the moment. I mean, I've broken my glasses, so, you know, some things are going a bit astray, aren't they? But, you know, ordinarily, I think, you know, you'll all agree that this is, you know, not such a bad thing, and we can get through this together. So, anyway, let me just run through a few basics. You will need the right tools. So I've been around the house. I've had a look to see what I can find. So like you've got useful things like a bread knife, which, you know, to some extent doesn't really work. So you might find something in the garden shed, perhaps. You might find something in the shed that's much more useful. You know, like a pair of shears. Yeah, now I look at that, I'm thinking that might be overkill. Yeah, okay, so give those a miss. Okay, so you're thinking, what else is there around the house that you could possibly use? So, well, there's some scissors, aren't there? You've all got scissors. Barbers use scissors. That wasn't really the best either. Put that in the bath. So, luckily, I do have a pair of clippers. These are cheap clippers from the Far East, like the coronavirus. And they say, I've read the instructions, so I know how to use them. It's not that difficult, is it? It just says to keep them well oiled. So that's presumably why they give you a tiny half empty bottle of oil so you can keep them well oiled. Anyway, I suggest we just crack on and see how we can do it. Now, Claston, excuse me, it's a bit dry. Claston, my barber, or the barber over the road, is not mine, he's his own man. He uses clippers and he goes around the edge and he makes like a line around here, and then he starts off at 0 and comes up the side. So it looks a piece of cake, really. And you pay a load of money to do it. And anyway, so just gonna have a drink because it's important to keep hydrated and you know, keep your hair very dry. So it's quite difficult. It gets in your throat and stuff. And anyway, so. Right, so anyway, keep hydrated in these difficult circumstances. Let's put a bit of oil on. Excuse me for spitting. Yeah, so I'm going to try the skin fade around the edge, which is obviously bear with me. Sometime later. Where's that Okay, so back to getting the lid off the oil. Piece of cake that was. Okay. There we are, look, that's well oiled. I've still got loads left. Right, perfect. So, I'll just move you around so you can get a better look at how this is done professionally. Okay, hopefully you can see me. That bit of the back's going to be the hardest, I think. So, yeah, just bear with me. Yeah, I think so far so good. Right, turn that on. Well, yeah, I think so far so good, isn't it? Yeah, I mean that's easy enough. So I'll just, because it's really hard to do at the back, I'll just give you a slightly better angle so you can really appreciate it. Use your finger just to if you find you've done too much, it's not really such a big deal. Okay, so obviously I've done a really good job so far, and you could just go out like this if you wanted to. Well, actually you couldn't go out like this if you wanted to, but in ordinary circumstances you'd be fine. No one would bat an eyelid. They think, oh, he's got a really good haircut. Sorry, a bit dry in the throat there with all this. Alright, that's better. So yeah, but let's just go into the finer points of sort of feathering up the edge if you wanted to, because you might be a perfectionist, and there's no reason to let standards slip just because we're locked in the house. So let's just, I'll do that. Okay, so a word of warning. This is where things can go a bit wrong if you're not at a very high level, which is why barbers practice and don't just go straight into it. So the key is just to go very gently up the sides and go up in a sort of straight line. I said, it doesn't matter if you go too high, you can just take a bit more off and just keep going. I mean, it's okay. So let's just, I'll lean over the bar a little bit. Remember to use your fingers to guess where it is. That's it. So when you get big lumps coming off, it probably means you've gone a bit too far. But don't worry about that, just keep going. There you go, see? Now you'll see how much better this side looks compared to this side. So let's even up the other side a bit. Yeah, I expect that's perfect. I'll just have a little check in the mirror. Yeah, so let's have a little check. It's not 100%, it's not 100%, but you know, that's why they invented hats. So I think it needs a bit more off the front, and that's very easily remedied. So again, just gently, just a little bit at a time, just take little bits off. See like this. See, already that's better, isn't it? So yeah, just take perhaps a little bit more off of. Yeah, that's good. It's good. That might be a bit much. Oh well, never mind. I think we're definitely getting there now. I'll be ready for Love Island soon. Or I'll get a night shirt like some other wanker. Yeah, that's getting there, isn't it? Right, so as I said before, I'm Wayne Starr, I'm a professional, you can believe everything I say. If this doesn't work for you, you can always wear a hat.